Hare ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। वञ्चाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमो महाप्रकन्नाय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्यनाम्ने गौरभीते गुरवे गौरचन्द्राय राधिकायै तदालयै कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय परभक्ताय भक्त्या विहीना अपराधलक्ष्यै चित्तास्य कामादितरम् कृपामयि त्वां शरणं प्रपन्ना वृन्दे नमस्ते चरणारविन्दं यं प्रव्रजन्तं प्रीतमपेतकृत्यं द्वैपायनो विरहकातरयाजुहान पुत्रेति तन्मयतया सर्वोऽभिनेदु तं सर्वभूतहृदयं नमामि।
First of all,
I am offering my legs and legs Dhanvat Pranam unto the loss of feet of my Gurudev, Leela Pravishna Vishnupada, Srimad Bhakti Pragyana Keshava Swami Maharaj. Also I am offering my Dhanvat Pranam in the lotus feet of my Shiksha Guru, Sri Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj. Oh, preach the mission, whole world in a very little time. I see that anyhow, all the devotees, by His mercy, reading His books, are being associated with His disciples. They have come to this line, Bhakti line. Everywhere in India. He was really a guru. And by His mercy, they can know Radha and Krishna, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and His teachings. But nowadays, in the Vrindavan, we see that some Babaji are there, and they are telling that Swamiji or the disciples of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur really they had no any Guru Parampara. The foolish persons, very weak persons, not knowing any Shastra, they may be bewildered by these things. But if a man who can preach the mission of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in whole world in a very little time, he can write so many books like authentic books like Chaitanya Charitamrita. He can publish and explain Srimad Bhagavatam the books of Rupa Goswami, Jiva Goswami, how he can be ordinary person. He was in the line of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Srila Prabhupada, in the line of really Raghunath Das Goswami, Rupa Goswami, Sarup Damodar Ramanand, and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Babaji are envious. I don't know from where they can, where is their Guru Parampara. Actually there is no Guru Parampara of all these Babaji, so-called Babaji. And that is why they are doing some nonsense things to real Vaishnavas and Guru Parampara. I see that in any epic, Bhagavad, Gita, any Puran, even in Upanishads, in Vedanta, in Baldev Vidyabhushan Govinda Bhashya, or in the books of Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, Narottam Thakur, there is no word Babaji. Never I have seen. You cannot see Babaji word. From where this came? But on the other hand, we see renounced order, sannyas. It is written in Vedas, Srimad Bhagavatam, Tridanda Sannyas. There is a story of Tridanda Sannyasi. In all Upanishads, it has been clearly given the method by which a person can take renounced order, sannyas, by shut and cloth and dund and door and coffee. There is a sannyas Upanishad also. In Gita also it has been written about sannyas, who are really sannyasi. But never it has been told about Babaji. So there is no Guru Parampara. Nothing anywhere written about that. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was not himself Babaji. Madhvacharya, Ramanuja, any of them were not Babaji. We know that Ishwar Puripad, Madhavendra Puri were not Babaji, they were sannyasi. After that, Sanatana Goswami was Sarup Damodar Ramanand, were not sannyasis, not Babaji. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he was in Varanasi, in Kashi, Sanatana Goswami came in a beggar, Muslim beggar shape there. So much beard and very dirty clothes, like Muhammadan beggars. But when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu met, he at once ran towards him and embraced him. Then he ordered to be sacred, to go take bath in Ganges and to say he came. And then Tapan Mishra, the associates of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, wanted to give him new clothes, but he refused it. And he told, if you want to give me cloth, then you should give me old your dhoti. And he gave, and he made his body bath out of cloth and door and coffin of sannyasis. And he took himself no fire sacrifice or anything. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did not give any mantra to him for this, nothing. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu at that time was in his red cloth. Sanatana Goswami thought that I should be very humble. I should not take the clothes of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He had so much honor for that sannyasi clothes and danda and everything. So being a humble person, he took only white dress in very small, that he is not going to take so much lamba dhoti, kurta and all other things, as he required only. Minimum. Only this. To minimize, he took that case. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, it is not anywhere written that he took Gopi Bhav. That you are Gopi, you are Lalita, you are Vishakha, and I am giving you 11 kinds of modes. Your name is Lalita, you are inhabitants of Barsana, your birthplace is Barsana, you are married to any Abhimanyu Gop, and your dress is this, and you are Palladashi of Radhika from today. Never he gave anything. Not anywhere written these things. Rupa Goswami, has he taken anything from anyone? Nothing. He was like ordinary. In white dress, he has taken danda and Dora and coffin are not, it is not written anywhere about Jeev Goswami. He was Jeev Goswami, not Jeev Babaji. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, his older name from Grihastha, Shyamananda Prabhu, Narottam Thakur and Srivas, Srinivasa Vachar, never Babaji, anywhere not written, and by in this line, that you are Gopi and what Gopi. Also, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, from to end, he was Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, householder name, Chakravarti. This is the Upadhi, title of Vaishnava Brahmin. Also Baldev Vidya Bhushan, not Babaji. So we see that there is no word Babaji, but it was used for old persons in villages. Like someone used to tell Sanatana Goswami, oh, you are great Babaji, Bada Babaji. So not like this that anyone coming from, he has not left worldly desires, he is not renounced, and he has not known all the Vaishnava established truths. He is engaged in worldly 4 things: eating, sleeping, fearing and mating. Also involved in 3 W's. And anyone comes at once, Babaji used to give him, oh, you are Lalita, you are Vishakha. This is the call of all evils. This is the root of all the evils. Anywhere it is not written like this. So there no Guru Parapara of these Babajis, and that is why they tell Gaudiya Vaishnava from origin, from Brahma to Narad, Vyas, Sukdev Goswami, Madhvacharya and his Parampara, and then Madhavendra Puri, Ishwar Puri, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Rup Sanatan, Jeev, Raghunath, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, 3 Narottam Thakur, Shyamananda, and after that Krishnadas, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, this is Islam. We are called Guru Parampara. Someone can raise anything about Bhaktivinoda Thakur, that who was his Guru? He accepted Vipin Bihari Goswami, no one. But his Shiksha Guru and Bhagavad Parampara Guru was Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj. Shiksha Guru is not less than any Diksha Guru. Sometimes he may be more than Diksha Guru. Like we accept Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Radha and Krishna, Rupa Goswami, or Shiksha Guru. Like Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami has accepted 6 Shiksha Guru Ji Amar. Goswami Ji Shiksha Guru Ji Amar. So there should be no doubt about all these things. So sometimes Shiksha Guru may be more superior than Diksha Guru. I know, I have so much faith and belief in my Gurudev, but I know that Rupa Goswami is Guru of my Gurudev. Srila Bhaktivedanta Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami, though he is Jagat Guru, but he always considered Rupa Goswami. And Srimati Radhika, his Shiksha Guru. You know, Shikipachya Mauli, this is slow.
Shiksha Guruscha Bhagavan Shikipachya Mauli.
Bilvamangal Thakur has prayed in his book, Krishna Karanamrit. Yes, Shiksha Guru is my Krishna himself, Nandananda, Shikipachya Mauli, keeping black feather shear and bansi in his lips. So, his Guru, who was his Guru? Somgiri. But he preferred his Gurudev, Shiksha Guru, Krishna. He can respect his Gurudev, but he is respected more superior his Shiksha Guru. So, we should not forget all these things. So, Bhakti Vinod Thakur has Guru, who was Vipin Bihari Goswami, has written in Chaitanya Charitamrita explanation. But his Shiksha Guru and Bhagavad Parampara Guru was Jagannath Das Babaji. No harm. Jagannath Babaji has his Rishabdi Guru Parampara. Srila Prabhupada has accepted Srila Gaurkishore Das Babaji Maharaj. He was undoubtedly, he was a pure Vaishnava. He was not only, but he was Mahabhagavad. Can you tell that who was Guru of Haridas Thakur? No need. If any Brahma or Prahlad Maharaj is coming in the shape of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu associate, they don't need anything. They should accept without any doubt. Can you tell who was the Guru of Swarup Damodar? Who was the Guru of Srivas Pandit? Srivas Pandit was like Narad, Murari Gupta was Hanuman. He may be initiated from other, but Chaitanya Mahaprabhu accepted all. So there is no we don't know Guru, but we accept them. So we should not have any doubt about Swamiji that he had no Guru Parampara. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati. His Guru was Srila Gaurkishore Das Babaji Maharaj, you know, and his Shiksha Guru who was Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur. He has taken all these things, all Siddhants and Gurus from Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur. If there is no Guru Parampara, no Guru of Bhakti Vinod Thakur, yet he is Vaishnava, like Haridas Thakur and others, but he has. So, they have no any doubt about this. If anyone has doubt, they will lose their bhakti and they will go to hell. All Babas are not like that. They are very jealous, and that is what I tell you. From where it began, I don't know. Can anyone of Babaji in Vrindavan, Radha Kund, they can tell that from here it begins Babaji Vesh? They cannot tell. But if they can tell very easily, oh, Gaudiya Vaishnava has no parampara. And the bogus persons, shaking like pendulum, rejected by Gaudiya Vaishnava. So, Vyabhichari, no. Having so much lust, rejected Gaudiya, they go and become Babas. So you should be very strong in this thing. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur Prabhupada and Swamiji and we don't going to criticize them. Their rules and regulations, keeping Babaji Vesh. But we criticize their mood. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur is telling in Jaiva Dharma. এটা রাখছে ছিলেন কোথায় গেল বললাম না যে সে কাগজে লাগিয়ে হ্যাঁ ये सब टेम्पलेट
D'abord, Maharaja, c'est innombrables de Pranam, donc il paraît de l'esprit qui sont restes spirituels. C'est le là, je ne parle pas de ça, et sur le Shimon, Bhakti Maharaj. Ensuite, son Siksha Guru, Bhakti Prabhupada, qui a prêché dans le monde entier en si peu de temps la mission de Mahaprabhu. Par sa miséricorde, il dévoue dans le monde entier en lisant ses livres, viennent à cette lignée, fréquente ses disciples et adopte la conscience de Krishna. Swami Maharaj est un véritable gourou authentique. Par sa miséricorde, tous peuvent connaître Radha Krishna, Mahaprabhu et ses enseignements. Aujourd'hui, en Vrindavan, il y a un phénomène assez particulier. On voit qu'il y a de nombreuses personnes qu'on appelle des Babaji qui disent que Swamiji, c'est le nom que l'on donne à Prabhupada dans le Vajrayana, Swami Maharaj ou Swamiji, par affection. Swamiji n'a pas une parampara authentique, ou Srila Bhaktisiddhanta non plus n'a pas une parampara authentique, ou son initiation n'est pas authentique. Mais seulement des gens qui sont ignorants, qui ne connaissent pas bien la philosophie ou parler d'écriture, peuvent prêter oreille à de tels racontables. Comment est-ce que quelqu'un qui a prêché la conscience de Krishna en si peu de temps, avec tant de vigueur et tant de succès dans le monde entier, qui a traduit des livres authentiques, commentés, des livres comme le Chaitanya Charitamrita, le Bhagavatam, etc., pouvait être quelqu'un d'ordinaire. Ça n'a aucun sens. Et dans la lignée de Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Bhaktisiddhanta, Rupa, et Sanatana Goswami, Sarvadavada, Rai Ramananda, qui a pris Babaji. Ces gens-là sont des gens qui sont envieux et qui critiquent. Ils n'ont pas de gourou parampara, mais très facilement ils disent « Oh, mais les Gaudiya Vaishnava, la Gaudiya Mati n'ont pas de parampara. » Mais soi-disant Babaji qui raconte toutes sortes d'inepties qui offensent la parampara. Alors, aucun shastra, aucun purana, aucune Upanishad, Mahabharata, Ramayana, nulle part dans les commentaires ou les écrits des Goswami ou des Acharya après eux, on trouve ce mot de Babaji. D'où est-ce que ça vient? Par contre, on voit l'ordre de sannyas, l'ordre de renoncement est mentionné partout. Sannyas, Trilanda Sannyas, c'est mentionné dans le Bhagavatam, dans l'Upanishad. C'est comment expliquer comment est-ce que l'on adopte l'ordre de renoncement, le sannyas, en prenant un danda, bailvesh, un vêtement extérieur, ce qu'on appelle un top de sannyas, et un copine. Il y a même une sannyas Upanishad, et nulle part on parle de Babaji. Dans la Gita également, le sannyas est décrit, le sannyas authentique, nulle part on parle de Babaji. Il n'y a pas de gourou parampara pour le Babaji. Mahaprabhu n'était pas le même Babaji, ni Ramananda Roy, ni Ramanuja, ni Madhvacharya, ni Ishvara Puri, ni Madhavendra Puri, c'était tous des sannyasis, pas les Babaji. À Benares, lorsque Sanatana Goswami a approché Mahaprabhu chez Tapannesha, il était habillé comme un fakir, un mendiant musulman, avec tout sale de tout son périple dans la forêt, dans la jungle, avec une grande barbe, des vêtements très sales, tout poussiéreux. Mahaprabhu l'a étreint, il a envoyé se purifier au Gange et se raser. Lorsqu'il est revenu, Tapannesha a voulu lui offrir des habits neufs. Il dit non, donne-moi juste un vieux dhoti qu'il a coupé, qui s'est mis autour des reins, s'est fait un copine là-dedans et un vêtement, comme une petite chada par-dessus. Pourquoi? Parce que Mahaprabhu lui-même portait le safran. Et par humilité, Sanatana Goswami ne voulait pas imiter ou porter le même vêtement que Mahaprabhu qu'il estimait tellement. Donc, par humilité, pour être insignifiant, il a pris cet habit blanc de Babaji, pas comme une position supérieure. Oui. Simplement pour prendre une position humble. Mais il est mentionné nulle part qu'il a adopté quelqu'un, comme Mahaprabhu lui a donné un mantra, Gopi Bhav, Ekadasa Bhav, les 11 caractéristiques. Tu es Lalita, tu es Abhitavarshana, tu es marié avec Abhimanyu, Gopa, tu as telle couleur, tel seva, tel kunja, tel âge, etc. Nulle part ça mentionne ces choses-là. Jiva Goswami n'était pas Jiva Babaji, c'était Jiva Goswami. Nulle part on mentionnait même Babaji. Tout notre Acharya Sriti Srivas Kaviraj Goswami, pas Babaji. Srinivas Acharya, Narottam Das Thakur, Shivananda Goswami, aucune mention de Babaji Parampara. Jusqu'à Baladev Vidyabhushan, nulle part il est mentionné une chose pareille. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, jusqu'à la fin de ses jours, il est toujours Chakravarti, qui est le nom de Grihastha, nom de famille de Grihastha Brahmana. Nulle part il mentionnait Babaji. Ce mot Babaji, on l'utilise dans les villages pour dire à une vieille personne, oh Baba, oh c'est un grand Babaji. Donc J, il est comme respect. C'est jamais été un titre, et nulle part il y a une institution.
Baba means father, or father.
Baba veut dire une vieille personne, père ou grand-père. C'est un mot simplement utilisé dans les villages. Nulle part donc il y a une mention que quelqu'un peut venir qui n'est pas libéré des visions matérielles, des propensions animales, et qu'on va lui révéler, voilà, tu t'appelles, tu es tel gopi, et etc. Tu as telle couleur, voilà ton service. Alors Maharaj disait qu'il ne sait même pas comment se nettoyer après avoir été aux toilettes. On lui révèle qu'il est dans le monde spirituel, son identité éternelle. Notre parampara commence par Brahma, elle descend jusqu'à Mahaprabhu, les Goswami, Rupa Goswami, ensuite toute notre parampara est mentionnée, jusqu'à Bhaktivinoda Thakur. On n'a aucun doute là-dessus. Il faut dissiper tous ces doutes qui n'ont aucun lieu d'être. Bhaktivinoda Thakur a pris l'initiation de qui? Bipin Bihari Goswami. Pas de problème, mais son Siksha Guru de Jagannatha Babaji Maharaj, Paramahamsa Maharaj. Il y a une parampara, il y a une Bhagavad Parampara. Et dans notre lignée, on peut voir que la Siksha Parampara est bien plus importante encore.
Guru Parampara is included in Bhagavad Parampara. Without Bhagavad Parampara, Guru Parampara is not complete. Not complete. You should tell.
On lui dit que dans le Bhagavad Parampara, ce Guru Parampara est inclus. S'il n'y a pas cette Bhagavad Parampara, la Parampara juste des Gurus n'a pas lieu d'être, ou elle est inutile, elle n'est pas complète. Oui. Donc dans notre lignée, cette Bhagavad Parampara passe le plus souvent par le Siksha Guru. Krishna Kaviraj, lui, qui est son maître spirituel? Qui peut dire qu'il est son Guru? Mais on sait qu'il a accepté les 6 Goswami comme ses Siksha Guru. Moi-même, j'ai tellement de foi dans mon propre maître spirituel, mais je sais que Rupa Goswami est le gourou du gourou du gourou de mon gourou. Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, lui aussi, il a une parampara tout à fait authentique. Il n'y a aucun doute là-dessus, on doit dissiper tous ces doutes. Il a pris l'initiation de Gaur Kishore Babaji Maharaj, qui était un pur dévot sans aucun doute. Qui était le gourou d'Haridas Thakur? Qui était le gourou de Saudamodar Maharaj? Saudamodar Goswami? Qui était le gourou de Srivas Pandit? Ça, ce sont des associés éternels de Krishna comme Narada Muni, ou Hanuman, ou Brahma, ou Prahlad Maharaj, qui viennent jouer le rôle de compagnons éternels, de compagnons de Mahaprabhu, et donc ils n'ont pas besoin de prendre un maître spirituel. Donc leur nom n'est même pas, le nom de ces gourous n'est même pas mentionné. Il n'y a aucun doute que Swami Maharaj a une parampara authentique. Bhaktisiddhanta et son Diksha Guru, comme Diksha Guru, il a accepté Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Quand on lit ses livres, on voit que tout son siddhanta, tous les tattva, tout ça, son tempérament, même dévotionnel, vient et est inspiré de Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Bhaktivinoda Thakur a une parampara, Bhagavad Parampara complètement authentique. Si quelqu'un a des doutes à ce sujet-là et maintient et continue à entretenir ses doutes, simplement il va perdre sa bhakti et ensuite se dégrader vers l'enfer. Les Babajis sont simplement envieux, ils sont antagonistes, ils ne peuvent pas dire d'où a commencé leur pratique de Babaji Vesh, mais ils sont très forts pour dire oh, les Gaudiya, la Gaudiya Mata, ils n'ont pas de parampara. Et parmi eux, il y a et les gens qui vont les voir, tellement de gens sans scrupules, sans caractère, tant de débauchés, qui vont les voir et qui les approchent. Et donc, on ne critique pas Maharaj dit ni lui-même, ni son propre gourou, ni la question de critiquer le fait qu'ils prennent Babaji Vesh. Et c'est leur tempérament et leur attitude qui les critiquent.
We don't criticize, or Bhaktivinoda Thakur, and anyone has not criticized about that base, taking door and copying. Like accepting that we are fallen gopis. We criticize, or Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Srila Prabhupada and all Rupa Goswami, all has criticized that a newcomer person who comes, he does not know anything, something. Quarreling with his wife, or his wife has divorced them to his husband. And he has no means to support his life. And anyhow he comes and sees that, oh, in this life, if I will take Babaji Vesh, then everything will be solved. Also I may have 2, 3, 4, 5 ladies also, widows also, no harm, and he will then be equipped with all the things which is necessary for worldly life. Even there no any symptom of renounce. There's too much attached with worldly things. Even then they are so lusty. There is no established truth. They don't know anything about this. They don't know what is bhakti, who is Krishna, what is bhakti ras. They don't know even which are gopis. Nothing, anything. Also, Bhakti Vinod, I am reading from Bhakti Vinod Thakur. They have no Shuddha pure bhakti to Krishna. They are always engaged in asat sangha, vishayi sangha, association of self-gratifications persons, 5%. They are also having some irsha dvesh.
Envy and malice.
Yeah.
Envy and malice.
Envy, everything. But even if you go to Radha Kund and Vrindavan, they will take only 5 annas paisa. 5 anna means?
Only quarter rupees.
25
Twice.
paisa one. This value is nothing. They will take and they will think that, oh, we are making him Guru Parampara. And at once, without delay, because they will think that he will go to other Babaji and he will make disciple. So he will at once give him, they will give up their hairs and he will give them door and copy. And thus at once Gopi moved that you are Lalita, you are Rup Manjari, you are Manjari. This is not correct method. First, we should try to obey all the rules and regulations being in Grihastha. Then be detached from worldly affairs totally. And coming in Vaishnava Sadhu Sangha, then Shraddha, and then with Shraddha again Sadhu Sangha. And then after Sadhu Sangha, he will understand the need of Sadguru. And he will inquire and khojega. He will search a very good qualified Guru. And then he will take initiation. And he will take Shiksha from him. Shiksha means teachings and instruction. And he will start Gurudev in a beautiful friends, like friends. Vishammena Guru Seva. And he will offer totally to Gurudev. And here so many days, so many years, and he will be qualified in all this basic and all kinds of bhakti siddhanta established truth. He will know Bhakti Sandarbha and all Srimad Bhagavatam, and then he will qualify and he will come to the stage of Nishtha. And after completing the course of Nishtha, when he will be matured in Nishtha, then Ruchi will come automatically. When Ruchi will come, it will come up first on bhajan, that is chanting, remember, and all these things. So it is also of two kinds. Then asakti will come. It is also of two kinds. First it will come asakti in chanting, remembering, and it will be now again it will turn into asakti towards bhajaniya, that is Krishna and Radha conjugal or Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And then he will be qualified to take these ways, door and copy. And mood of 11 moods can come at that stage, and Guru will help him in taking Ekadash. What is your Siddha Dev? In that very stage, not before this. If before this anyone giving him Siddha Dev, then he will go to hell. Certainly. So in this stage, Gurudev tells him that you are so and so. Your name, Siddha name, Nami. Not outwardly because anything like Sant Damodar and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told all these things to Radha Kund when he came, and he was so much learned in all kinds of bhakti. And you know how he was renounced? He used to take the rotten remnants of Jagannath, even taken by
Not
cows.
taken by cows.
Rejected by
Rejected by cows. So we should be qualified like this, and then we will be qualified for Ekadash and 11 kinds of modes. And then our Siddha Day, we can, by Siddha Day, we can serve 24 hours. This is real method, and this is Siddha Pranali. Not that anyone is coming, and what I told, not qualified, just today coming, and oh, you are Lalita Gopi, you are this and that, you are the daughter of Vrishabhanu Maharaj, and you have been married to Javat, and your place is in Radha Kunda, and you are so beautiful, Mohini, and you are Gauri, and he has so much what? His hair, beard, and giving up all this, he becomes in the shape of Gopi, taking
Nose ring.
nose ring, making choti here, wearing the ornaments of white ladies, some nupur,
Until then,
ankle belting in the fields, and they become good. We don't follow these things. And in this guise, they will be with so many widows in India, and they will ill child. So this is not real method and Siddha Pranali. So Bhakti Vinod Thakur is giving, and Swarup Goswami has given this Siddha Pranali in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. In Chaitanya Charitamrita they have given this bona fide Siddha Pranali. But we cannot follow in this stage. We'll have to remember all our anartha, aparadha, and there should be asakti, there should be very, very attachment in chanting, remembering, and all kinds of offenses have gone away. And then Gurudev will kindly, mercifully, he will accept him as his Guru, is his disciple, and he will give the parichaya, identification of his. We have all what Siddha Dev, but it is hidden by Maya in this material body and my body. But it is there. But who will know? If after you are having Purush Bhav, Purush Bhav means male mood, but hiding this, being a female, and you will associate with other ladies, then what will be? So he must go to hell, and they are going. There is no Guru Parampara of these Vaishnavas. So, we should try to be very bona fide in this and very strong. Have they written any book? All Babaji? Never. They don't know what is all these things. Once our Guruji was in Vrindavan with 400 persons, pilgrims, and he was doing Braj Mandal Parikrama. He invited so many Babaji. About 400 Babaji came, gathered here, and he was giving them feast. He asked all the Babajis, what is the aim and object of your sadhana and bhajan? They told that we want to be liberated and we want to mix in Brahma and we want to become Brahma. Even they don't know Mayavad, what is Mayavad, against Bhakti. Then Guru Maharaj was very angry and he began to cut their all kinds of arguments. So, we should know that our Guru Parampara is bona fide. Don't associate with Babaji. You can associate if you are so strong like us. I used to go in Parikrama to Radhakund and challenge them that if you are learned, you know anything, then come and discuss all these things. If I will be defeated, I will be Babaji. And I will be your disciple. Otherwise, you should be my disciple. Never anyone can come and answer. So you should think that we are in very good parampara, bona fide parampara. Bhakti Vinod Thakur is telling that you should also, have you read Jaiva Dharma? You should try to read it very carefully. There were two persons, Vijay Kumar and Prajana. They at first accepted Guru at Vaishnava Das in Mayapur, and they learned all kinds of bhaktis and everything. 64 kinds of bhaktis and everything. They were now expert in bhakti. And then their Guru sent them to Vrindavan, Jagannath Puri. And they met with Gopal Guru. And that they learned what is bhakti and what is bhakti ras. Who is Krishna? Who is Srimati Radhika and who are gopis? And what is, how a bhakti can be turned into bhakti ras. They became so perfect in all these things. And after that, Gopal Guru gave them these things, Ekadas books, and the door and coffee. This is the thing. This is Siddha Pranali. What Babaji are doing now, they are doing nonsense. Not in Siddha Pranali. They should first learn Tivnadapi Sunikena, Tarorapi Sahisnuna, Amanina, Manadena, Kirtaniya, Sadahari. They should be like this. Bhakti Vinod Thakur is telling here. We see nowadays, have you Jaiva Dharma? He is telling that now we can see in Vrindavan that they have left their homes in very childhood and they come to Vrindavan and Radhakund having so much lust in their heart, knowing nothing about bhakti. They are ignorant of all these things. They come to Vrindavan and Radhakund and then they take this Siddha Pranali, not Siddha, Asiddha Pranali. What is Asiddha?
Imperfect system.
Babaji is. And become Babaji. And if you tell who are you, what is your name? Oh, my name is Lalita Devi. Oh, Lalita. They try to hide their female organs. Male organs. And they try to show that they are gopi.
They dress themselves like
Whether they are not, but in beginning, they don't know how to wash their hands
after custom.
and tool and other things, and become Lalita Devi. Then they will certainly want any Krishna. Then they search so many gopis, and thus they go to heaven. This is not Siddha Pranali Bhakti Vinod Thakur is telling. So they must be qualified. A guru should think first to whom they are going to give this Babaji Vesh, door and copying. Whether he is qualified for this or not, they should see whether they are attend Sham, Dam and Brahmamud or not. Sham, Dam means
Self-control.
Controlling the mind, controlling the senses.
controlling mind and this body, all senses also. They are given up money, attraction or not. They are given up the lasa of jiva,
Attachment of the tongue.
attachment of tongue. What is that? To take very bitter things, to take cigarette, to take wine, to take
Ganja.
not all these things, but very attracted to ganja and bhang and drugs. This will lead certainly to a hell. Everywhere. In Upadeshamritam, Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur, Srila Rupa Goswami has told that someone think like Indian, some yogis, that it will help to take ganja, bhang, cigarette. They don't take cigarette, but ganja and bhang. And they think that now we are absorbed in Krishna Prema. But they are so foolish, they cannot imagine that they are going to be mad. Like dogs and hogs. Anywhere in the books of Rupa Goswami or Chaitanya Charitamrita or in the books of Jiva Goswami, even in Srimad Bhagavata, it has been told. What? Esro, Dyutam, Panam, Istriyam, Suna, Jatra, Chadurvida. We should try to avoid first coming to Gurudev or before coming to Gurudev in Grihast life. We should control 4 things. Basic principles. These are not bhakti, but yet they will take us in the door of bhakti. To what? Dutam means
Gambling.
gambling. Panam,
Drinking.
you can read Panam,
Drink.
cigarette, even cigarette, Vedi, Tambaku, and the masala of Tambaku, tobacco and its supporters, like Afin, Ganja is given in them. Marijuana, marijuana, and all other hashish. They will bring lust surely in a day or 2 or in. Their intelligence will go away. They will go out of bhakti route. Very surely. So all Srimad Bhagavatam in the first canto, Srila Sukadeva Goswami prohibited for all kinds of devotees. Don't touch all these things. So don't think that they will add something helpful like some things like this. In Indian, some Vaishnava of Ramanandi, they take opium, ganja, bhang, and chilam, you know, very big chilam. Water pipe. And flame of their water pipe goes so high. And then he is considered to be a very high class of that become naked and quarrel with Sasha, each other. Very dangerous, tamasic. So we should be avoid. This is maha.
Various offense.
Poison. So we should try to give up all these things. And then, if you have any desire for making money for sense gratification, then he should not be given that Babaji Vesh. What I told. Bhaktivinoda Thakur is telling, Rupa Goswami is telling in Upadeshamritam, Jiva Veg. If anyone giving in this state, then it is not Siddha Pranali. It is the Pranali, way to go to hell. So we should try to be very much strong in our Guru Parampara. Our Guru Parampara is right, but their Guru Parampara is not right. Artificial. Only from 100 years. Their Siddha Pranali has come. But our real Siddha Pranali has come from Vedas, Upanishads, in Rishi, in that Shankar. He is giving Siddha Pranali to Chatushan, and Narad is giving to another. This is Siddha Pranali. We accept this. But in a right way, in a right process and in the right time. If anyone doing, Bhaktivinoda Thakur is telling that,
Maharaj dit, ne critiquons pas le habit, le fait de prendre le renoncement, prendre un pagne, un copine, mais dit ce qu'il dit, le fait qu'il dise qu'il suit dans les traces des gopis. Ce que nous critiquons, ce qui avait critiqué par nos acharyas, c'est le fait que si quelqu'un a un mariage malheureux, il se fait avec son épouse, et il la quitte, il se fâche, et il se dit, si je prends cet habit de Babaji, tout le monde va me respecter, je pourrais vivre paisiblement sans travailler, et sans aucun souci pour le maintenir. Et ensuite, il va récolter 3 ou 4 veuves avec qui il va avoir des enfants, etc. Cette attitude-là a été critiquée. Ouais. Le fait que quelqu'un n'a pas de connaissance de Tattva, ne sait pas ce que c'est que la bhakti, ni bhakti rasa, il a encore plein de désirs matériels, que quelqu'un lui donne, qu'il prenne cet habit de Babaji, quelqu'un lui donne l'habit de Babaji, c'est ça que nous critiquons. Pas le fait qu'il y ait cet habit de Babaji ou qu'il parle des gopis. Bhaktivinoda Thakur, dans son livre, Jivadharma dit, ils n'ont pas de pure bhakti, ils n'ont pas de satsanga, de bonne association, mais ils sont toujours en train de fréquenter les gens qui sont attachés au plaisir des sens, ils sont encore remplis d'envie, de malice, et pour quelques païsas, si quelqu'un vient et leur demande de leur donner Babaji, de peur qu'il faille voir quelqu'un d'autre, donc il manque un disciple, ils vont lui donner tout de suite Babaji. Ouais. À n'importe qui, ils vont initier quelqu'un tout de suite, et lui révéler, voilà, tu es Lalita Saki, tu es Rupa Manjari, tu es tel Manjari, sans aucune qualification du candidat qui les approche. Normalement, on doit suivre un processus. Si quelqu'un est Grihastha, il doit suivre les règles Grihastha Ashram, se purifier graduellement, et ensuite, petit à petit, il va pouvoir renoncer. Il y a un processus qu'on ne suit pas à pas, commençant par Shraddha, on appelle la foi, vraiment un désir de renoncement, un désir d'élévation spirituelle, ensuite approcher un maître authentique, fréquenter les sadhus, recevoir l'initiation, pratiquer graduellement la bhakti, et si quelqu'un sert ainsi son maître spirituel avec affection, on va se lever spirituel rempli d'affection pour lui, et après une pratique telle pendant des années de purification, graduellement on va arriver à s'approcher de l'anartha, arriver à Nishta, une fois qu'on est fermement établi sur cette plateforme, automatiquement, Ruchi, le véritable goût pour la vie spirituelle, va se développer. Automatiquement. Maharaj dit ce goût est développé techniquement en deux parties. Un goût pour un attrait pour Krishna et un attrait pour les choses qui ont trait à Krishna. De la valeur à Sakti, d'abord l'attache la Sakti à Bhajan, les activités dévotionnelles, et ensuite à Bhajaniya, Krishna lui-même qui est le but du Bhajan. Mais si quelqu'un n'a pas ces qualifications, il ne peut pas prendre l'habit de renoncement. Quelqu'un qui est arrivé à ce niveau-là, la Sakti, il peut prendre l'habit de renoncement. Il est qualifié. À ce niveau-là, lorsqu'il va rentrer dans Bhava, il peut recevoir son siddha, son corps spirituel. Le maître spirituel va lui révéler à ce niveau-là de qualification qui il est éternellement, quelle est sa véritable identité éternelle. Si on lui révèle avant, c'est simplement lui ouvrir la porte vers l'enfer. Et il y a quelqu'un qui prend qui a ce niveau d'avancement spirituel, c'est pas qu'il prend une position, qu'il s'habille différemment, qu'il adopte des signes externes. C'est toute une affaire interne, pas quelque chose qu'on va montrer extérieurement. On voit par exemple Raghunath Das Goswami, lorsqu'il était à Puri, il était tellement renoncé, il allait recueillir les restes de prashat que même les vaches ne voulaient plus manger. Et ça, c'est la vraie méthode. Quand quelqu'un aura ce renoncement, comme dans Raghunath Das Goswami, alors peut-être il peut approcher cette qualification pour prendre l'habit de renoncement. Et ça, c'est le vrai Siddha Pranali, la vraie révélation pour atteindre la perfection. C'est pas qu'on donne ça à une ovni qui n'a pas de qualification. Oh, tu es Lalita, tu es la fille de Rishabhanu Maharaj, il a ses moustaches, Maharaj, il a des moustaches et une barbe, mais alors il va les raser pour essayer de cacher tous les signes de virilité, se mettre une bague au nez, se mettre des boucles d'oreilles, se mettre des clochettes aux pieds, s'habiller comme une gopi. Ça, c'est pas comme ça que ça marche. D'abord, il doit y avoir, et ensuite, il va approcher des veuves, et avec ces veuves, la soi-disant gopi va avoir des enfants. C'est pas comme ça qu'on marche le processus. Il doit y avoir une qualification graduelle. Il doit se débarrasser d'un Anata Nivriti doit être là, doit avoir pris place, être libéré des attachements, et ensuite s'attacher à Krishna et à la Bhakti. Ensuite, le gourou va révéler quelle est notre qualification éternelle, quel est notre Siddha Deha. Maharaj dit, nous avons tous un Siddha Deha. Tous les jivas ont un corps spirituel éternel. Mais maintenant, il est recouvert par l'illusion, recouvert par Maya. C'est quelqu'un qui est encore identifié en tant qu'homme, extérieur, artificiellement, il veut s'identifier comme une manjari, comme une gopi. Qu'est-ce qu'il va faire? Il va fréquenter les autres, des femmes, et qu'est-ce qui va lui arriver? Il va juste glisser vers l'enfer, c'est tout. Les Babaji, qu'est-ce qu'ils ont écrit comme livre authentique? Citez-moi un seul livre écrit par un Babaji. Ils n'ont pas de livre. Hein? La plupart d'entre eux sont très ignorants du Siddhanta ou des Tattva. Il y a une anecdote que raconte Maharaj. Il était un jour à Radhakund, son maître spirituel, Bhakti-Pradhan Vishal Maharaj, et 400 disciples. Ils faisaient Rajanda Parikram. Et ils ont invité pour le Prashat 400 Babaji de Radhakund. Et son gourou leur a demandé, mais quel est le but en fait de votre sadhana, de votre bhajan? Qu'est-ce que vous recherchez? Et ils lui ont dit, en fait, ce qu'on veut, c'est la libération et devenir un avec Brahma, avec l'absolu. Et là, son maître spirituel s'est vraiment fâché de voir qu'il se posait comme des Vaishnavas, mais en fait, il ne se connaissait même pas. Il ne savait même pas que Mayavad et la Bhakti sont complètement antagonistes. Donc il a défait tous les arguments. Il dit, chaque fois qu'on va à Radhakund pour le Rajama Parikram, on défie ouvertement tous les Babaji de venir discuter, si quelqu'un peut venir débattre avec nous, discuter, donner des arguments shastriques. Maharaj dit, s'ils réussissent à me vaincre philosophiquement, je vais devenir moi-même un Babaji. Et sinon, c'est eux qui doivent devenir mes disciples. Jusqu'à ce jour, aucun d'entre eux n'a osé venir parler philosophiquement. Parce que la plupart d'entre eux n'ont pas de base philosophique. C'est très très sentimental. Notre parampara est complètement authentique, elle est extrêmement ancienne, elle est pure, et notre parampara est pratiquement inexistante. Dans le Jivanama Bhaktivinoda Thakur, on parle également de Babaji Vesh, mais de façon authentique. Il a expliqué qu'il y a deux personnages dans ce livre, Vijay Kumar et Vrajanath, qui sont devenus disciples de Vaishnava Das. Et ensuite, lorsqu'ils sont devenus experts, guidés par lui dans les 64 branches de la Bhakti, ils ont été envoyés par leur gourou à Puri voir Gopal Goswami. Et de lui, ils ont appris qu'est-ce que c'est que la Bhakti, qu'est-ce que c'est que Bhakti Rasa, comment la Bhakti se transforme. On passe de Bhakti à Bhakti Rasa. Qu'est-ce que c'est, qui est Krishna véritablement, qui sont les gopis, qui est Radharani. Après cela, ils ont reçu de lui les Kadasabhav, ces 11 identifications, ces 11 caractéristiques du corps spirituel. Pas avant. Et ça, c'est le véritable Siddha Pranali. Et les Babaji ne suivent pas cela. Et ils donnent artificiellement à des gens sans qualification cette identité éternelle avec ses caractéristiques. Et Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur disait, en fait, le véritable Siddha Pranami, il est basé sur Trina Api Sunicena. Dans le Chaitanya Charitamrita, c'est ce que Mahaprabhu a énoncé. Il faut chanter avec ce moule. Ensuite, on peut atteindre la perfection. Bhakti Thakur Maharaj le lit, nous voyons à Vrindavan des gens qui quittent leur foyer prématurément, ils viennent à Radhakund, ils sont remplis encore de concupiscence, ils sont complètement ignorants de la Bhakti, et ils reçoivent Siddha, ou plutôt Asiddha Pranami. Non pas Siddha Pranami, mais Asiddha Pranami. Le processus, non pas pour arriver à la perfection, mais pour arriver vers le bas, vers l'imperfection. Et ensuite, on leur demande comment tu t'appelles. Oh, moi je suis Lalita Devi. Oh, tu es Lalita. Et ils cachent leur signe de virilité, ils s'identifient comme des gopis, mais après, qu'est-ce qu'ils font? Ils vont chercher un Krishna, ils vont chercher ensuite des gopis, ils vont tous aller en enfer. Donc le candidat doit être qualifié, c'est le point sur lequel Maharaj insiste, non pas critiquer les Babaji ou la pratique de Babaji Vesh. Mais le point, c'est que le candidat doit être qualifié. Le gourou doit voir, avant de donner l'ordonnancement, est-ce qu'il a les qualifications? Est-ce qu'il a développé Sama, Dhamma, le contrôle des sens, la maîtrise du mental? Est-ce qu'il est encore attiré par l'argent ou pas? Est-ce qu'il est encore attaché au plaisir de la langue? Est-ce qu'il est encore attaché à toutes sortes de goûts, à toutes sortes d'intoxications? Beaucoup de sadhus en Inde prétendent que si on fume de la ganja, par exemple, on prend une sorte d'intoxicant, ça va améliorer ou permettre de mieux faire son bhajan. Mais dans l'Upadeshamrita, Rupa Goswami et Bhakti Thakur, qui l'a également commenté, mettent tous en garde contre ça. Souvent en Inde, on voit des yogis qui prennent du bang ou de la ganja en prétendant que ça va aider à la vie spirituelle. Après, ils prétendent qu'ils sont absorbés dans Krishna Prem. Ils ne savent pas qu'en fait, ça va leur faire perdre la raison et que ça va les amener simplement au niveau des animaux. Dans le Bhagavatam, dans le premier chant, il y a cette instruction de Shukadeva Goswami, Dyutak Panam Slilakshuna. On doit s'affranchir de ces 4 principes de la vie pécheresse. Avant même de venir au maître spirituel, on devrait avoir déjà renoncé à ces choses-là, ces 4 principes. Il ne faut pas partir de la Bhakti, mais ils aident à atteindre la porte même de la Bhakti. Dyutak, c'est la première chose, c'est les jeux de hasard. Ensuite, Panam, d'intoxicants. En Inde, on voit souvent, Maharaj répète ça, des soi-disant sadhus qui appartiennent à une déviation de la Ramanuja Sampradaya qu'on appelle les Ramanandi. Et eux, ils sont habillés comme des Shivaïs, ils fument des grands shilams, parce qu'ils tirent sur leur shilam, leur pipa haut, les flammes, elles montent pratiquement à 1 mètre, et oh, ça c'est un grand Vaishnava. Et ils sont souvent armés avec des haches ou des tridents, ils se querellent entre eux, ce sont des gens très tamasiques et très dangereux en fait. Également, le gourou doit voir si le désir de gagner de l'argent pour le plaisir des sens est encore dans le candidat, il ne doit pas lui accorder le vêtement du renoncement. Si quelqu'un lui donne à ce niveau-là, ce n'est pas un Siddha Pranami, mais c'est un ticket en fait vers l'enfer. Donc on doit avoir une foi totale dans le Guru Parampara qui est complètement authentique et celle de ces Babaji, ou soi-disant Babaji, elle a à peine 100 ans, c'est une pratique relativement nouvelle. Et dans tous les Védas, on voit les choses faites de façon authentique. Dans le Véda, on raconte que Shankar, Shiva, a accordé Siddha Pranami au Chatushana, aux 4 Kumara. Également, Brahma a accordé Siddha Pranami à Narada. Mais c'est fait de façon authentique, c'est fait dans les normes, de façon correcte, pas de façon prématurée.
Some in Vrindavan, they argue like this, that Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati has no Siddha Pranami, no Guru Pranami. Bhakti Gunotthai, likewise, no Guru. We should think this very deeply and carefully, that who was the Guru of Parikshit Maharaj? Can tell? We know that he may be in worldly Guru. He could have been any, like a family Guru, like a
Priest.
Sunday leader or others. But he heard Srimad Bhagavad from bona fide Vaishnava Sukadeva Goswami, renounced, detached from worldly desires, quite free. And Sukadeva Goswami has been given everything by his father and Guru Srila Vyasdev. He heard it, Srila Srimad Bhagavatam. And as a result, by hearing only Srimad Bhagavatam, even not practicing, he went direct to Golok Vrindavan. And Srila Sanatana Goswami has told that he came in the shape of any gopi to serve conjugal. This is the process. There are two processes. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur and Prabhupada, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati. They were bona fide disciples of Gaurkishore Das Babaji Maharaj and his Guru. Someone tells that where is Siddha Pranali? Has he not heard all these things from his Siksha Guru and Father Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur? Like Parikshit Maharaj heard everything from Sukadeva Goswami. So there are two processes. One process, if he is qualified in all these things, like Vijay Kumar in Jai Dharma, or Srimad Bhagavatam Parikshit Maharaj is qualified, then he can minimize his dresses and he can take himself door or copy. No harm. Like Ramanuj took initiation from his Guru.
Jamunacharya took sannyas.
No. Ramanuj. He took initiation from his a guru of low caste, but he was disciple of Jamunacharya.
Jadava Prakash.
No. He was not Mayavan. He took only. Then he wanted to take renounced order from his Gurudev Jamunacharya. When he reached to Rangam, he saw that his Guru has left world and his material body was coming. He saw that his 3 fingers are like this. Why? He asked from all other disciples of Jamunacharya. They could not answer. Then he promised, I will take sannyas here from him. Just now, I am taking. And he took. And his one finger came like this. And then he promised that I will make a commentary on Vedanta to Ken. And then he promised that I will preach pure bhakti and I will write so many bhakti books. 3 came. Then he accepted Jamunacharya like his Guru. He thought that my Gurudev never died. He is eternal. It is an illusory maya that a body is seen that he is dead. But Guru, bona fide Guru, qualified Guru never dies. So you think that your Prabhupada, that is Bhakti Vedanta Swami, had never died. Srila Prabhupada has Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati never died. Any or disciple Guru who was qualified, they will never die. I think that you will also not die, you will change your body like clothes. You are eternal. So, Ramanuj took sannyas there, his door coffin and done. After his departure from this world, why Prabhupada cannot take renounce order from Gaurkishore Das Maharaj, eternal, but he has been disappeared at that time. Why he cannot take? And he took Ekadash modes, this 11 modes. Siddha Dev, Siddha Pranali from Siddhati Notha. It is not wrong. It is in line of Guru Parampara. Anyone cannot deny. If we can deny Sukadeva Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, Rupa Goswami, Vyasadeva, Ramanuja, Madhya, then we can deny Srila Prabhupada. He was so cold. He was Jagat Guru. He has brought a very revolution in bhakti cult. He has reformed all these things. So he is certainly in Guru Parampara. Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur took everything from Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj, Ekadash Modes, and that is why he has written in this. This is Siddha Pranali. But being so much qualified, being free from all kinds of unearth and everything, then it will come automatic from upper side. It will descend in the heart of pure devotees, in the stage of bhav. So before taking this bhav coming, and you are going to imitate, I am Gopi, I am Siddha Pranali, and you will see that his Gurudev is making so much lust with others, devotees, his family, female devotees. So we should not be bewildered in these things. I know so many, those who left Swamiji, Bhaktivedanta Swamiji, and went to Babaji, and they again returned to their lust, and they took so many Mataji here and there, and they left everything. Now they are drinking, making merry, and they are taking drugs and ornaments. Someone has died, they have suicided themselves, I know all. And in this line, 54 years, serving all the main disciples of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, and associating with all. So I know so many things that so many devotees they don't know all these things. So you must be very strong that Swamiji has Guru Parampara, Srila Prabhupada, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Bhakti Vinod Thakur has real Guru Parampara. You should not be bewildered. If you bewildered, you will have to take your bad fruits.
আমাদের শৈল পূর্ণ থেকে
Side fruit.
Vrindavan, certains argumentent que Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati n'a pas reçu de Srila Pranali. Il n'a pas une parole correcte. Et pareil pour Bhaktivinoda
One thing
Thakur.
more. Only Shastra reading will not do anything. Never. You are reading Shastra, you are reading Satsandarbha, and you are learning Sanskrit, Anuswar and Visarga. It will not do. Nowadays there is going on a line like this. पढ़िया सुनिया लोग सब गैलोज खारे खारे इन चैतन्य चेतामित इन चैतन्य भागवत it has been written.
কৃষ্ণ মহামহোৎসব বঞ্চিলতা
You know that how learned was Keshav Kashmiri, but he was not touch of bhakti at all. He was defeated at once by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told that the reading of Shastra that not help to give up Krishna bhakti practice. You should now give up all this. You should give up all these things and try to practice bhakti yoga. Offer yourself in the lotus feet of your Gurudev, Krishna and Radha and Nityananda Prabhu and Sri Gaura. Then bhakti will come descend in your heart. Only learning will not do. You are qualified in Anuswar, Visarga, Sanskrita. You are reading all these things. It will not be. Unless you have mercy of your Gurudev, mercy of Krishna and Nityananda Prabhu, Baldev Prabhu. So you should go in proper way. Don't follow that. Only learning of Sanskrit will not do anything. It will make us like a Nastic, atheist. So nowadays going on this. So we should be very careful for this. We should know also understand very strongly that a man who has told us all the bhaktis to us has given so many instructions, and he has made us from Bahirmukh to Antarmukh.
Backward to inward.
No, looking towards Krishna, becoming inspired to become Krishna conscious instead of.
How we can be without Guru Parampara? It may be in some cases that to whom we have taken initiation and he is not perfect, but he is still Vaishnava. If he is not Vaishnava, you can give up him. But if he is Vaishnava, he is Madhyam Adhikari, and he is practically really in the line of his Gurudev and Guru Parampara, he should not be abhorrent. Never. You should tell him very politely that Gurudev, can I go to Jiva Goswami to learn all these things? Oh, Guru will be happy. Oh yes, at once you should go. And Shyamananda Prabhu Narottam Thakur and
Srinivas Acharya.
let it at once. This is not fault. If my Gurudev, chanting I am remembering well, but he is not perfect in Shastra Siddhanta, so much, then he can permit you. Happily to go to him. You can go to Puri Maharaj, you can go to Siddharth Maharaj, you can go to these places. They will like it. So this is not right. But he does not know, he has no Siddha Pranali, and he does not know all these things. He cannot give Gopi Bhav, and so we should reject. It is very big offense. We should know. We should try to be careful. Very nowadays this thought is going on.